What's up, guys? Today I'm going to geek out with you a little bit or be a bit of a dork because there's two terms that I want to describe to you. I'm doing that in an attempt to answer the question, like, why is it so hard to work in the kratom industry? And why is it so hard to talk about? Why is there so much controversy? So the first term that I want to describe to you is a term we've all heard and maybe we haven't wrapped our heads around. And if you guys have already heard this, then, feel free to skip forward. But nuance. Nuance refers to the subtle details on a subject. Nuance is what makes it really difficult to talk about a lot of subjects in politics. And it's also what makes it hard for you to be able to potentially empathize with other people or to change your opinion on something. And kratom is a really nuanced subject because there are people that are adamant that kratom is one of the worst products on the market. And then there's a whole other camp on the other side of the fence that's convinced kratom saved their life and is a miracle plant. So it's the nuance that forces us to read between the lines and recognize that life is not black and white. I love kratom and kava. And these are things that I've used for a really long time. And nuance tells me that despite the fact that I love them, sometimes you have to take a tolerance break, which is why I quit kratom for 10 days and showcased all of the side effects and the whole experience for you guys. Nuance is something we have to wrap our heads around, and the sooner we embrace it, the sooner we will be able to have a better outlook on life, even if it is more work. And I promise you, it's a lot more work to see both sides of the story than it is to have someone tell you what to believe or to follow the prescribed path of political ideology in your family, right? Most people are born into a religion or a political party and they haven't actually formed their own opinion. It's the nuance that will allow you to see the love in both sides. So I hear you guys when I get these nasty comments or weirdos who are chasing me down in other social media platforms just to let me know that I suck because I promote products like kratom and kava. I see the nuance and I understand that it may have hurt somebody in their life, right? But then I also see my side of the picture, which is that self-control and discipline are extremely important things that you should carry with you throughout your entire life. And what makes kratom so vulnerable to this type of lack of nuance and polarized conversation is another concept that's really important. And it's something that my friend Lokesh actually recently described to me. It's called the Overton Window. And it is a psychological, sociological term used to describe when something that is previously controversial becomes socially accepted. Kratom has not been put into its Overton window yet, where society just widely accepts it. Products that had to go through this experience would be something like alcohol, where we had a prohibition. And at one point in time, we learned the hard way that trying to make something illegal, the vast majority of society enjoyed was not obtainable. Right now, cannabis is in the Overton window. People are no longer coming up with a long list of side effects of smoking weed, that it'll make you murderous or go on a rampage, right? It's safe, it's secure, and it's becoming legalized state by state. Kratom has got a long way to go to get there. And the whole point of this channel is not to convince you that these botanicals are perfect or great. It's to provide education and understanding, because I firmly believe that in the future, kratom and kava will reach their Overton window, and I do believe that society will be better for it. So guys, remember, as you watch these videos and as you watch other videos, as you walk through life and you get fired up about certain subjects, try to find the nuance, which will give you empathy, and understand the concepts like Overton windows are being developed about subjects and products and concepts all across society, all across life. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully this one didn't bore you too much. And if you got any comments, drop them down below. Have a great day.